That's right. This is our new season two. I mean, we've been both so, I mean, just like anybody else, we've been so bogged down with every single week there's some kind of new AI and just trying to keep up with the tech. And I think that really relates to our subject today.
Absolutely.
Um, so, our subject, just because I'm sure everybody else is feeling some of the same type of like burnout, whatever. I mean, are you feeling, like overwhelmed? It's basically we're trying to keep up with the pace of this technology now, and it's just, um, if you don't feel that way, you feel like you're going to be probably behind. I mean, just talking to people who are
Exactly.
either keeping up or not, it's just like there's a huge
It,
gap.
it is fascinating when you do speak to some people. They're like, yeah, no, no, I've started to look at AI, and it's like, no, no, we're so far ahead of that now, so far. Like you got to get on the boat. The ship is sailing very fast.
Oh yeah, I mean it's, you see everything that says, oh, this changes everything, and there's always like this anxiety that I'm feeling, because I'm always trying to learn, like, oh, is this working? Okay, next week. Okay, no, don't do it this way. This is not the best way to do these things. And um it just feels like you're not advancing. And so, um it's a there's a feeling, and it's the title of our podcast today, which is basically it's called the Red Queen effect. It basically explains why effort no longer guarantees progress, um, and why keeping up always feels exhausted, and why your successes that you have just feels temporary. And to explain where it comes
Absolutely.
from, I'm going to give it to you, Brinley.
Yeah, I enjoy a bit of history. So here we go. Let's dive deep because I found this, like researching this topic, really fascinating as well. So the Red Queen effect comes from, I guess, literature first and science second, and that order really matters. So why? Because we dive into the first kind of literary origins, and it didn't begin um, as a kind of a formula, this idea, or a model or a theory. It began as a felt human experience, and there was confusion, there was exhaustion, like we're feeling today as well, and that sort of feeling of effort without progress. It was really the science that came later to explain something that people had already felt. So if we look back at the literary origin, anyone know Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass? And this was, can you believe it? This was the sequel to Alice's Alice in Wonderland, or it was actually called Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. But it was written in 1871, which is pretty crazy, long time ago, and often mistaken. Which maybe through my ignorance, I was also thinking, well, it's sort of a strange children's book, and it's often mistaken for that. But in reality, it was satire of the time. It was social commentary, and it was a book about logic, about time, and absurd systems. And kind of to give the context of the Red Queen scene and the sort of Red Queen system or effect that we're talking about. So Alice steps through this mirror into a reversed world. And it's a place where the rules have been inverted, logic doesn't really seem to behave normally, and progress doesn't work the way you expect. So she goes and meets the Red Queen, and they begin to run together. And what Alice is expecting is, well, the scenery is going to change. We're running, we're going somewhere. She expects to go somewhere. But what happens instead is they start running faster and faster, and everything stays exactly the same. And this is where the line comes in. It says, it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast as that.